Better. I forgot to push a button. Why? Yeah.
Oh,
That's all.
Way to go, dipshit.
Yeah. Push buttons till shit works. That's all. Fortunately, I have somebody, my producer in the other room going, "Hey, you're fucking up."
yay.
So you guys started in
Hello,
Vancouver.
you're not live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You started in Vancouver and made your way from there into the interior, right? Or did you
Yes.
stand south?
Well, we stayed south on the 3 for quite a while. And then we went up into Nelson and took the ferry so that we didn't have to go
Okay. Yeah.
As much climbing.
climbing.
Chicken
And then, yeah, I know, whatever. It's really slow to climb on our trikes, but it's fun because it's like you'll just get there when you get there.
Well, and you go
But-
downhill and you fly.
Yeah.
Like going into Castlegar was 30 kilometers of downhill. We didn't pedal.
And our
for
high
30
speed
kilometers.
was 74 kilometers.
Yeah. See, so that's booking it pretty good on those bikes.
Oh yeah. My ass was cold by the time we got into town. It was
My
just
ass be
and
sore.
And you know me,
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of cushion.
Exactly. Well,
on that ass.
exactly. What are you, 6'3"?
6'4".
6'4", and what do you weigh?
200
About
pounds.
105, 110 pounds?
No.
200.
Maybe
Chris
in
is
high
a skinny
school.
little. He's a skinny little rake boy. That's all there is to it.
They used to be a lot worse, a lot skinnier when I was younger, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Weren't we
Well,
all?
so and then we continued. I will see if I can find one on here. We continued to go. Wait, I'll just send you.
Just
Yes,
post
no,
it. Just hold your camera in front of the camera, or your phone in front of the camera there. That works best. There we go. So these are the bikes, 3 wheels.
That's our old place.
Yeah.
Hang
Before
on.
we
Give me
sold
a-
everything.
Hold
were-
it up again.
Yeah.
There we go. That's better.
Oops. There we go.
Yeah, they
So
are
those-
packed with 50 pounds of shit on each of them.
Yeah.
So they're not light.
No, because you guys are camping across the way too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Today,
pretty much.
as you can
Yeah.
see,
We're actually in an
We're not
Airbnb
camping
today.
Well, it's always nice. I know this, and this is going back years ago. My parents, my sister, and I went to Florida in a trucking camper. We were on the road for, it was 5 or 6 weeks, and we'd stop. We hit campsites with swimming pools first off, for the most part. So we're always in swimming pools, KOAs exactly. And then every 3rd or 4th night, we'd hit a motel for the night just to have a proper shower and go that road. So
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the campgrounds have really nice showers, like nice facilities, but
Mhm.
other ones are just absolute awful. It's just
but this was 1976, Chris. 76 when we
Okay.
went. So the showers at that point were just kind of spitting on each other, which nowadays is frowned upon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Those damn rules.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, we've been having problems finding campsites like that. It's almost how we go from place to place is where's the next campsite?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that one's 60 kilometers away. That's where we're
I
going.
guess that's how far we're going.
type thing. Like the next one, like we're trying to figure out how we're getting into Winnipeg. And we got to about 175 kilometers out of Winnipeg. And then there's like
Nothing.
no campgrounds down the road that
So
we're going.
we'll have to figure out something, but
So it's like, yay, we're not doing 175K in one day. Fuck.
Dry ditch. Just find a dry ditch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Find it.
yeah,
we've done
Yeah.
that once already.
we stealth camped just outside of Chaplin, Saskatchewan, and it was great because there was an old abandoned
Provincial
park or provincial
Yeah.
rest stop or something, and we ended up finding it. We have an app called iOverlander, and it shows you where all the hidden gems are
Boy.
for her going across the country. So we used that, and it was a great little spot. It had like you were hidden in the trees and nobody knew you were there, and so it was
It
really
had
great.
shade.
Yeah, it had
Yeah.
shade, which
It had
Chaplin
shade that-
didn't have.
Yeah, what's
So
with the
easy.
what's with the weather this summer? I mean, you guys
It's
been
too
on the road.
hot.
How many raindrops have you seen? About 7? maybe a
5,
dozen.
maybe.
Yeah.
All of them were, I think, before we hit Nelson. I
Yeah.
don't think we've been rained on since
No,
Nelson.
I don't think we've
Yeah.
been rained on since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
The road was wet coming into town here, so they
It
got
did rain this
today.
morning, but not
but-
when we were here.
Yeah, like it was supposed to be thunderstorm all day yesterday. I went golfing.
aren't you supposed to be riding a bike across Canada?
Yeah.
We had a couple rest days in Regina.
So I went golfing with some
Okay.
friends and no rain, no nothing. Absolutely nothing.
That's
I
right
was
too. Well, that's right too, because you guys lived in Regina before you left
Yeah.
on this trip. You owned
Yeah.
a Walk Box restaurant.
Yes. Yep.
and we are out of that.
Yeah.
Out of
For
that.
sure.
Done.
So-
So happy.
And how long is this trip going to last? And where does it end?
September, hopefully.
Yeah, we think end of
Maybe
September.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Maybe
And-
Chris's birthday, which is Thanksgiving, pretty much.
Or where do you want to be by then?
Cape-
Halifax.
Oh well,
If things go,
kind of. Like
Yeah,
we
kind
want to go to Cape Spear, so we want to go all the way across
Yeah,
for sure.
hit all 10 provinces.
But we want to get back to Halifax because we're going to rent one of those Canada Dreams
RV things.
RV things, and then come back
Yeah,
with that
throw our
so that
bikes
we
in
can
there
throw
and
our bikes in. Yeah.
Drive back.
okay, why not bike
Mr.
back
Kaz
in the
was
winter?
even- They are dough for sure.
Well,
We drink lots of water, and we also take electrolytes and stuff to help with that. So
Speaking of water, I'm gonna go grab some more.
Grab me one too, Chris.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
grab Wade one.
Okay, right on that.
He didn't even grab me one, Wade. So
Oh,
don't worry.
He likes me more than he likes you.
Yeah, I guess so. But
Thanks, Chris.
yeah, there you go. But yeah, so it's been really interesting to see all the things and like animals and all that. And
It give you a completely different
Experience.
perspective as well, even over driving, because your ass is right on the ground.
yes,
You know,
we're
in a
like
car,
our
you're
butts a foot off the ground. Maybe.
yeah, exactly. So it'd give you a completely
And it's
different perspective. Pardon me?
it's slower.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, we were between Caronport and Caron, Saskatchewan, and there's a war cemetery there that we had never seen driving past there a million times.
As far as I know, nobody else has either because none of our friends know about it.
Yeah, it's behind this little old junkyard, and
Yeah, it's amazing what you see when you slow down and have a look around, isn't it?
Mhm. Yeah.
It was the size of the sign was like the size of a speed sign, and it was just on a fence post.
Yeah.
Like World War II RAF cemetery.
yeah,
It's like 1 kilometer. Like, oh, okay. So we're looking. It's like, oh, look, there's some headstones over there. It's like, cool. Like nobody would. I don't think anybody that we know of even knows about that place. And,
Oh
we
no,
drive past that.
I've never heard of it. Mind you, I don't travel all Saskatchewan all that much, so
No, I don't blame you.
no, it's
You know,
Too
they're
flat.
it's too.
just as barren places in Alberta. I think
certainly.
probably the worst area that we
Mm.
found is
Between
one-
Vauxhall and Medicine Hat.
well, pretty much
Pretty much.
an hour out of Medicine Hat, 100 kilometers,
Yeah.
all the way around Medicine Hat.
It's flat.
Awful.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just there's nothing there. It's barren. It's dry. It's and it's hot. There's
Yeah.
no trees.
No shade. No nothing.
So, it's
So why
like
not
my
just
brother
lasso
lives
yourself
in
on lasso yourself onto the back end of the bumper of a trailer going by you
Right?
and catch a ride?
If only it were that easy.
Get an
Hey?
anchor.
Yeah.
Yeah, just should have taken some lasso lessons before you left, eh?
Yeah,
Damn.
exactly.
Hook up and go for a ride. So what kind of bitches did you bring to the table?
Oh, I don't know. How about some?
The roads.
Yeah, the roads here. Oh my God, they're
No,
awful.
some of the roads are awesome. Some of the roads are absolute shit.
yeah,
Just
like
brutal.
today's like because we ride in the shoulder, right?
Right.
We try not to ride on the road as much as we can.
Totally should have took a picture of how shitty that
but-
shoulder was.
Today's shoulder was just brutal. Like half the cement was missing, and then when there was cement, it was like 3 different levels. And try doing that with a trike.
Yeah.
It'd be different with a single track because you could definitely stay in a single track
Right.
that's flat. But when you have 3 tires and they're all in different spots,
Well, then you have big trucks and people like getting pissed off at us
yeah,
because
we take the road so that we're
on the road.
flatter.
It's
Yeah.
like, well, we don't like riding on the shoulder. You know, if you want us to ride on the shoulder, you fucking go ride on the shoulder.
Yeah.
See how shitty it is. See
I
what
felt
we
like
have to deal
saying,
with.
if somebody stopped us and said, you know, why aren't you riding on the shoulder? I felt like saying, if you like the shoulder so much, you ride on it.
Well, you've got rear view mirrors on those bikes.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see when people are coming up the highway behind you.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And we
I
do
imagine
move over,
there's
but
some long stretches of lonely highway where there's one car every hour.
well, and that's why we took the
No.
33 because it is quieter than the Trans Canada. So
Well, and even
Oh
like
yeah, the Trans Canada would be
Canada,
insane.
even though it's like a busier road, the shoulder
the
there
shoulder's
isn't.
wider and it's
wider,
nicer.
but there's some of it's not any better.
Yeah.
It's gravel. For
Yeah,
some
some of it's gravel.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you're riding in gravel. Like, who wants to ride in gravel?
I don't.
Any bike issues at all? Any repairs? Any breakdowns?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So Chris started out the whole bike stuff with 4 flat tires.
Jeez. On a 3-wheel
Literally
bike.
almost in a
That's
row.
impressive, dude. On a 3-wheel bike.
Only one of the tires though.
One tire flat 4 times.
His
over a
back
week.
tire. Yeah.
Yeah.
His back tire. But we think we figured it out. It's not going flat anymore, which is good. But we think it got one of those wires from like a blown tire or whatever stuck in it. We searched it for hours. And then while we were in Calgary, I broke my chain. There's a hill. I don't know where it is by the
It's called
Glen.
Beaver Flats.
Yeah, it's called Beaver Flats. And there's a hill. It's like literally like this. And then there's a jump in the sidewalk and it's paved like this. And then it goes back down. And then Doe, I think you need to turn your sound off.
Turn your volume down, though.
So when it jumped up like this, I was on it and my chain snapped. So that was an hour of frustration. And then we watched a stupid YouTube video and then it was 5 seconds.
Yeah, it took us 5 seconds to fix it after we watched the YouTube video. All right. Meanwhile, our hands are black from the grease and oil from the chain trying to
Super black.
fix it. It was so frustrating. So frustrating. But
Yeah, should have called AMA, man.
oh,
Right.
yeah,
We did actually think
we
about
can.
it. Yeah, there's a mobile bike guy that will drive around the city, and wherever your bike is broken down, he'll come to you. And we didn't end up calling him, but we almost did.
Yeah, Lindsay actually had in Swift Current, she had her
Oh yeah, and my
her
derailleur
derailleur
cable
cable
snapped.
we called up this guy and he drove out, closed his
He
shop,
closed his
drove
shop
out.
for us and drove out to where we were and then fixed it.
Yeah, which was
That's
awesome.
all right.
Yeah.
And how much extra did
Yeah,
that
it was
cost you?
amazing.
20
$20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And like at first he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, here, take my money. Like, you know, you totally closed your shop and came out and helped us, and it was amazing. So if you're ever in Swift Current Pedal Works, I think it's called Pedal Works, go there.
I call it Speedy Creek.
Speedy Creek, yeah.
Speedy Creek.
That's cute.
Say hi, Bill.
But yeah, like the locals are more than willing to help for the most part. So it's pretty nice.
So when all this is said and
For the
done, what
most
are you
part.
gonna do to fix the tan? Can you
I'll
hear
turn
me?
your mic up, though.
Yeah.
Can't hear your mic now.
What? So wait, let's say it again. Let's see if we can read your lips.
I was trying.
The mozzarella?
Yeah.
Mozzarella, yeah.
You
You ordering pizza?
No. Can you hear me now?
That's a little better.
Just barely.
What the hell is wrong with this thing?
I don't know. I might have to break down and buy you a real microphone.
Maybe.
We
If
just
she's
used
going to be on the
earbuds.
show.
Earbuds.
I
work
got a
great.
I got a blue.
Yeah, lucky you.
Yeah. He went and spent the big money.
Actually, I got a hell of a good deal on this. It was $189. I got it for $79. And
Wow.
then the kid that it was on sale at Walmart, and the kid I bought it off of was quitting that day, so he gave me an additional $10 off. So I got it for
Nice.
$69. So
Nice. Nothing wrong with that.
Hmm.
Yeah, we just use the earbuds and they work good, so we can both hear and we both can talk.
Just muted my mic.
Works great.
I just muted you and
We do
unmuted
phone
you real quick.
conversations like that on the road.
Can you hear
Well,
me?
yeah, I was going to phone you this afternoon, and I thought, well, I'll wait till I get home and I'll send you a text message. And
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
know. I want to know, Lindsay, how are you going to fix this?
Oh, I don't know.
There's no fixing that.
No, I don't think there's any fixing that. This is how it's going to be until probably Christmas.
when you're stealth camping, you'll have to just get a mask across here and then just keep this part out.
Yeah, like my sleep mask or something.
just when you go into the stores, instead of wearing your mask down here, put it up over your eyes.
Yeah, just put it up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You-
Actually, like when my sunglasses are on, you can't really see it.
Yeah,
So I'll
you'll
just
have
leave
to-
those on all the time.
There you go.
But it'd be like,
Yeah.
you know, when you tan your feet and you're wearing goofy flip-flops, how the next summer that's the automatic spot that tans, and then you still
Yes.
have the lines. It's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a bit.
Probably.
Yeah, like our
It's okay
We're
though, it's
very
worth it.
white.
It's totally worth it.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I've
my
been
feet
You
are
should
following-
see his
worse.
feet.
I've been
They're way
following
worse.
along
But you
with
shouldn't
all
see
the-
my feet. My feet
The
are ugly.
landscape, man, that's some beautiful land you guys have covered already. It's amazing.
Yeah. Like the one of the churches that burned down, one of the very first ones, the little one on the hill, by Carameos, we think.
Yeah,
I probably have one of the very last pictures of it before it burned down.
Oh wow.
yeah.
So, because we went through like literally a week before.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would have been close, real close in that time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the nice thing. We haven't really been paying much attention to any of the news.
No.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's
like-
been kind of a blessing in
We don't know what the
disguise.
hell's going on.
Well,
So-
COVID's over. Tampa won the Stanley Cup. You're up
Yeah.
to date.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
much
yeah.
has changed.
Well, every province we've been leaving right now. So like we left Alberta on July 1st.
hmm
Alberta
Masks
opened.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, masks off. It was nice. We got to go into one store without our masks, and then the next town we go into, it's like masks
Mask
back
on.
on. We leave Saskatchewan, I think, on Sunday, which is when they're opening everything up. So we'll probably go into one store again, and then next day is Manitoba.
Well,
Masks
if it's-
back on.
You can always just.
Manitoba's not going to be opening anytime soon, though.
I'm 9 hours, 9 and a bit, with a mask every day. We're in a drugstore, so anything deemed
Yeah.
health related is going to have a mask. And a lot of stores are saying, you know, yes, we open July 1st, but we want to see where this goes in 2 weeks, what the numbers are, before we tell
Yeah.
the staff to take them off. So
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
go into
Yeah,
some
we
health
get the store
facility-
thing.
Yeah. I don't know if you're ever going to get rid of any of this.
No.
But, at
But,
least
you know, it does make it a little bit easier for people trying to rebel against the machine, you know, like, you know, it does make it a little bit easier for all of us that are following rules to
have a
be like,
steadfast
okay, well, they're
chain
just
rule.
being dumb.
Yeah, I can't wait to lose them completely because I'm allergic to elastic and I'm allergic
Yeah.
to metal. So some of my masks, the metal gets me right across, so I get a rash.
Oh, no.
here. And then some of the elastics get me right through here, right? So
Oh.
I'm screwed either way. It's like, whatever.
I just use a buff as for a mask.
Yeah.
She
You
can't
don't
at
like you
work.
wear that?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
See, I
That's
can get away with
bad.
that at
Pharmacy,
work, which
right?
I put a mask on when I go into a business, and it comes off when I get back in the truck.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my buff, it just
We
stays
pretty
around my
much as soon
neck.
as the door
And
closed.
then it's like, pull it
Yeah.
up when I go into a store and then pull it down. The only time I've had an issue was getting into a cab in Banff. That was it.
Yeah,
well,
he asked him to put a regular mask on.
Yeah.
Banff was weird
Yeah,
when
that
we
was weird.
when we were all there. That was just weird.
Yeah, being outside and having to wear them.
Yeah. And then when we
Yeah,
were
that
sitting
was-
in the park having lunch, and
Mm-hmm.
the RCs came down, and I don't know if they were wardens or town cops all walking through, and I figured for sure 4 of us sitting there at a picnic table,
I know.
they're gonna come over and
Well,
start
It's like we
harassing.
must be breaking some rule.
If
Yeah.
they would have known that we weren't from like the same household,
Yeah.
then
Oh, yeah,
probably.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, we're not going to be like, hey, is it okay if we're all sitting here?
We're not even from the same province.
Yeah.
Exactly. But then you look at all the license plates too. You guys must be seeing a ton of license plates from all over the place.
Yeah. Actually, Chris has started a list of US ones that we've seen even so far in Canada. And I think he's seen like 10 of them already.
Yeah. I saw 2 today, one from Nevada and one from Wisconsin today in Edmonton.
Yeah, we saw Texas and Minnesota
Minnesota.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've seen California, Idaho, Arizona, Montana, Colorado, and Illinois.
It's weird that we didn't see Washington.
Yeah.
Would have thought that one maybe
Through
would have thought
BC.
through BC, but a couple of them have been on the big trucks. So, but the
But
Texas
still.
one today, that was kind of weird. Don't
It
expect
was a
to see
little white
that. So,
car.
and the Chicago one, the one from Illinois, that one.
Those could have been university students coming home for the summer too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
possibly.
that's the one
I mean,
thing.
nobody really knows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I report them anyways. Fuck them. Kick them out of the country.
That's the thing though. Like nobody's reporting any of it, and you know it's like, okay,
Yeah.
the borders are closed to who? Because everybody's
Yeah.
getting through.
Yeah. We have a friend who lives in Pennsylvania right now, and he's got Saskatchewan plates. So when he drives up here, he's working down there. So, but when he gets here, he needs to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Right.
So it's like, okay, sit at home, not do anything. And he's got Saskatchewan plates. It's not like as if he's got like any out of province plates or whatever. So it's like,
Were you
but
guys able
he has no intentions of getting the shot.
Yeah.
And
That's a bit scary.
yeah, so it is what it is. So I don't know how he'll feel.
Second shot kicked my ass. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it wasn't too
It
good
kicked
for
my
us
ass
either.
today.
Oh, it kicked me
Yeah.
down for about 2 days. You got it today or yesterday?
We got it-
No, we got it 2 days ago, but
Wednesday?
Chris got really, like, not really sick, but like sicker that night. And then today I felt like a
Just
bag
wiped
of
it.
rocks. Like I just,
Yeah, it just wiped me out.
Yeah.
And then, like, I went to bed, took a couple Tylenol, and I was fine the next morning.
Yeah, the fever was what
So it was
killed
just-
me. The fever
Yeah.
was huge. Like it was 39 when I got my shot though. The next day it was
Oh,
like
geez.
39 degrees, and Wade said to me the night before because he had a fever and stuff. He said, "Well, he says pray that you get the chills." Well, guess who got the chills? Thank you so much, my loving husband. I had the
Thanks.
chills. And it
I thought it'd help you
started
keep
on.
it cooled down. What do I know?
Full on wet towels, right? Like in front of the fan, just dying. We don't have AC. We're not fancy people, right?
no.
No,
Yeah.
we're cheap.
people.
We put in a new furnace this summer. We should put in AC though. You think, well, yeah, $2,500, but it's down and we'll have it. Fuck no, that's expensive. Okay, fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Now these last 2 weeks is going. Shut
Open a
up, shut
window.
up, shut up.
Yeah, should have got the AC.
Yeah, I'll just go sit in my car when I really need to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just go for a drive.
How are you
Go to
guys
the
keeping
mall.
cold? How are you keeping
Go.
cooler on the road?
We're leaving early. So we get up around 4 a.m. usually and then leave by
On
6.
purpose? Are you
So we
crazy?
get, yeah,
Yeah. I know
Well,
I'm
the
not
thing
even
is
going
that-
golfing that early.
we get most of our ride done before the heat of the day.
It's the UPS lifestyle.
Yeah, I guess so. Eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, yeah, that's pretty much. I used to do
Get-
4 o'clock in the morning to go do EDO,
Paper route.
No, like the early morning
EA,
deliveries there.
EAMs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The EAMs, that's right too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
especially when I was
dispatch.
working, fill in or whatever, you'd never know where you're working, or you work in the eve or the out of town, and you have to wait for the preload anyways. So it's like,
Yeah.
all right, well, I might as well go do something, get paid for it. So
I don't miss
worked
those
for
early
me.
morning shifts at all. I don't miss them.
You know what? I go to work. I leave the house at 6. I get to work by 10 after 6. I leave there by 6:30, and I'm home by 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
So I'm home before the heat of the day and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I could go in later and be finished at 3.
Well, sometimes you 3:30, 4 o'clock,
Well, sometimes, but
but
once every
once in a while.
3 weeks, I work till 3 or 4. But I don't know if I could handle going in later and finishing later. I'm really
Yeah.
starting to like having the afternoons off.
I was happy
Well,
Yeah.
when I
you
worked
can go
night
golfing
shift.
if you
No,
get
I
out of golf.
can't. I can't golf.
No,
I
I
have.
know. I've golfed with you. You're right. You can't golf.
Well, it's because some fucking assholes yell in the middle of my backswing usually. No, I've got no shoulders left, so I can't swing a club at all.
Lindsay fixed his swing, and he's been broken since.
Yeah, Lindsay fixed
Yeah.
my swing that time we went to Elk Island Park and she was
Yeah.
taking pictures.
Elk
And
Island, yeah.
holy Christ, my elbow's bent. Well, that's why everything's, getting out there 150, 200 yards and the signal light comes on, it turns right. Okay, straighten the arm out. Straighten the arm out. Yeah, you need your shoulders replaced. You can't golf anymore.
Oh, shit.
So,
Well, if it's any consolation, Wade, I may have to have knee surgery after this trip. We'll see. My knees sound like Rice Krispies right now, so.
just wait till you get sick of Chris and don't want to ride anymore and go, oh, my knees hurt too much. I'm going to the hospital. You carry on.
So like,
Yeah,
I'll just fly back
just
to
keep
Calgary,
going.
get the car, and then I'll meet you somewhere else.
Yeah.
So you just hook
Which-
bungee cords to the back of his bike, and you just trail behind.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I
we
told him to do
have,
to Sammy.
Yeah, we have yoga straps that we used at the airport to transport our bikes. And we could probably jerry rig something, but we haven't done that
It'll
yet.
work on flat ground, but as soon as we start a hill, then she's going to be slamming her bike into the back of me.
You say that
We
like it's a
wreck
bad
it. We
thing.
wreck our bikes already. We don't need any help doing that.
How much tread do you have
So-
left on the tires?
Not enough because there is not enough supply of tires. Apparently, some of the manufacturers of bikes, one of them there was a flood, one of them there was a fire, like just some crazy stories that Shane, our bike guy, talked about, and just like why the shortages are happening with all the bikes and stuff, and tires is one of them.
Yeah, we
There was a
can't
big
get a tire.
COVID outbreak in the tire shop, and I think they shut down for 4 weeks or something, which put them like 30 weeks behind.
Yeah, I've heard they've had trouble getting bikes, period, into Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
overseas and
like
stuff.
there's ships sitting out of Vancouver that are still waiting to be offloaded. Like they're so backed up.
Yeah, just sink them.
I I understand the shortages of different things and stuff. It just blows my mind though, because when you guys had your restaurant, you were running it, you were working every day. Wade and I haven't stopped working either, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, the
Well,
rest of the world did apparently, and there was only a handful of people that continued to work throughout. Like it just don't, I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
There's even cars that are like sitting on the production line waiting for computers because the computer plant like shut down as well. So there's cars that are like if you look at car lots right now, they're all empty.
Yeah,
I don't
actually,
have much to pick from.
I read an article here the other day that Ford built more electric Mustangs this year than they did fuel or gasoline powered Mustangs because the
Yeah.
gasoline powered cars rely more on computers than the electric vehicles do.
Mhm.
So they
Oh,
ramped
really?
up. Yeah, they ramped up production of electric vehicles. They're building an electric F-150 right now as well, that they're going to be
Mm,
bringing out a year or two early because that's all they can
I
work with.
can't wait to see that.
I
Yeah.
laugh about the electric stuff because the big push right now in Alberta is to get your home done with solar panels, blah blah blah. Is that so you can plug your car in?
Yep.
Because they were screaming a week ago with all the AC units running and fans that you need to curb your user intake of all this electricity. So now the big push is, oh, spend
And then
thirty
plug in your
thousand,
car.
Yeah.
spend 30,000 on
Yeah.
solar
Yeah.
panels,
You're
and
having
you'll get a
brownouts.
$5,000 rebate. 5,000. Wow, that's a nothing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you're having brownouts because there's too much AC being used. It's like, well, how am I going to charge my car?
Let me plug my scooter in and my car. Oh God, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plant more
And
current
it doesn't
bushes.
help. Like, a lot of these cars don't have the distance to travel,
No.
right? Like for us, our family lives in, like, when we were living in Regina, my brother lives in Medicine Hat. Lindsay's mom lives in Calgary. So if we want to go visit Lindsay's mom, a lot of these electric vehicles have like 400, maybe 500 kilometer distance. Well, that might get us to Medicine Hat,
And then you
And
got
which I
then
don't
you're
think it does.
hours.
then
So
you're
we'd
charging
have to
for
stop in Swift Current,
Then you're charging for an hour.
charge for an
at
hour,
least an
sit
hour.
there,
At
charge for
least,
an
yeah.
hour, and then we go to Medicine Hat, charge for an hour, then go to Calgary and finally get there. So a 7 hour trip is now turned into a 10 hour trip.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like they're commuter cars right now.
Well, that's
And they're,
when we filled up in Canmore, there was a guy at the charging station there at the Petrocam,
And
and
they
he
can
was
only
plugged
charge
in,
one at a
sitting
time.
there reading a book.
yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
you better like reading.
There's a
Yeah,
lineup
we were
for
in and out in
gas.
3 minutes.
Can you imagine the lineup for power?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous.
Well,
Well,
we saw in BC, we saw some at rest stops,
Hmm.
the electric
yeah.
plug-in.
Yeah,
So
they're
that was
starting to
kind of
pop up,
cool.
starting to pop
Yeah.
up more and more. But
It's still off the
Well, and
electricity
even
grid.
I like the
the
general
Tesla ones apparently take like no time at all to charge. Like
for a full
they're really
charge, they're
quick
40,
chargers.
45 minutes on a Tesla charger. I think it's 45 minutes to charge
Yeah,
to
like it's like
full.
20 minutes for like 80% or
Yeah,
something like
something
that.
like that.
When
But
you
on
go
your normal, when you pull up to my house to visit me and you need to charge, we plug her into the 110 outlet, and you're looking at
Yeah,
12 hours.
a day.
Like
Yeah.
6 hours.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to feed you 3 times. Fuck, I don't even want to feed you once.
well,
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
And
It's
even that.
like they're very expensive commuter cars.
oh yeah, the
Is
battery
really what they've
alone,
become.
like
You're good for one beer.
we replace
Yeah.
the battery every 5 to 10 years, depending on what model, and that's anywhere between 2,500 and 10 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're selling used batteries out of our shop at $2,500 each. How many?
That's crazy.
How long they have? How long is the life expectancy on them? Couldn't tell you.
No
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
but
it's like
new,
the
they're
smart
10
car.
grand.
So your finance.
The smart car it's a great commuter car, but it's really impractical. You can't really use it for anything. If you want to go golfing, you can't stick your golf clubs in there. You
Just
can't
strap them to the roof.
two people in the car. Well, you can't go grocery shopping.
No.
It's a commuter car, but like for the price that you're paying for it, you might as well go get like a Volkswagen Jetta or something like that.
And forget
The
Costco.
the price isn't that much more. The gas saving isn't that much different, and it's a lot more useful. So it's like, why are you buying this little car
Yeah.
that's
It's a
supposed to be,
novelty.
yeah, it's really, it would have been way cooler if they would have been done it like they were supposed to. The smart car was developed by, I think, the guy who made Swatch. So
Yes.
you were supposed to be able to pull the panels off and just be like, pop them back on, pop different panels on.
Yeah.
You're able to just like swap them out. It would have been kind of cool. Like, okay,
I want
new
a
car,
pink car today.
done. It would have been wreaked havoc on the police, though.
Do I need to get up at 3 in the
Can you
morning to
imagine
swap
those?
the color of my car out so I can go to work? No, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
well, like you have a red car for work and a blue car for groceries.
Well, I
Depends
I
on
have
the color
a
of the lady's going driving.
my car is purple or blue depending on the light.
Hi, Pumpkin.
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a
We've seen
few
a
of them
few like that.
in Regina where the color changes depending on
Yeah.
which way the sun is.
My friend Sarah has a white SUV, and if you look at it a different way, it looks like a rainbow.
Yeah, it's pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think that's what my car has on it too. It's called Kona Blue, but under certain light, like dusk or cloudy skies, it's purple. But
Purple.
in
Yeah.
bright sunlight, it's a deep blue. It's like you can reach into the paint of the car and pull something out. It's
Cool.
pretty cool.
You can reach
You
into
just
Yeah,
the
you.
you
paint.
just sit in the passenger seat and look hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, sit there and be pretty. I know. Shut up and be
Eye
pretty.
candy. Shut
That's
up and
my
be eye
job.
candy.
I get to be pretty.
You're in a sports car, you just be eye candy, okay? It's my midlife crisis shit.
Yeah.
He's yelling at me. He's giving me directions, UPS directions, as I'm driving. So I just kind of lost it. I turned and I said, "You told me your job is to sit in that passenger seat and be pretty. I suggest you shut up and be pretty."
Yeah, that's right.
That was Wade's job?
It is
I,
now.
His job was to sit in the passenger seat and look pretty?
In my car when
You
I'm
knew that
driving.
wasn't going to happen.
I
Yeah.
pulled it off, man. I pulled it off. I did it.
The worst was when
He did.
I have a certificate around here someplace.
were you still here when he broke and shattered his leg?
No,
Um,
I don't think
no.
so.
Worst time ever. I took him for a car ride because it'd been so long. He's stuck in the house on the wheelchair. I couldn't put any weight on, right? So take him and get to Fort Saskatchewan, and then it's busy. It's like 4:30. People are crossing the street. He rolls down the window and starts screaming like that pig in that insurance commercial. Wee! And everybody's looking at me, and I'm like, just driving.
I'm hanging out the window, eh?
How much drugs were you on at the time?
We do that
None.
going down a hill.
He wasn't
None.
on
Yeah.
any.
Yeah, actually, yeah, going down hills.
Going down
We
hills.
haven't done it in a while
No.
because Saskatchewan, there has been no hills.
Yeah.
To-
Well,
today.
and still hold on though.
Yeah, what did we get up to today? Our top speed?
Our top speed, I think,
25?
was 29
29
today.
kilometers.
Is there a speedometer that
Right.
tells you?
Yeah.
Do you have a speedometer
was-
that tells you how fast you're going?
Yeah, like we have a little bike. We have little bike computers,
Oh, okay.
and it'll tell you your max speed and
Yeah, it
your
was
cadence
coming
and all
off an
kinds of stuff.
overpass in Regina. So tomorrow we won't hit
I
probably 25.
Don't even think we'll hit 20.
Yeah, it depends on the way the wind's blowing. If the wind is blowing with us, we can probably hit 25, maybe 30. But yeah, if the wind's
People have
blowing
the only
against
bikes
us,
in the world with remote starts on them.
Yeah, right. There's no batteries on our bikes. Our legs are our batteries. We get asked that a lot. There's like, I think there's 4 questions that we get asked all the time. Where are you going? How long is it going to take you? Are these things electric, and are they comfortable?
So, are you a cop? That'd be my answer. Are you
Yeah.
a cop? Why do you need to know? No, it's not comfortable. And no, the batteries are dead.
Yeah, my legs are dead.
yeah, no, that's pretty much all the questions we get asked for the most
Yeah.
part.
Right on. Well, it sounds like you guys are having fun. You're looking good, looking
Yeah,
healthy.
yeah. Other
Yeah.
than the heat, the last 3 weeks now.
Didn't we
The
just
heat's
get
been a
through
bit
that
much, but-
series where we bitch about how cold it is for 6 months?
Probably.
Let's just enjoy the 2 weeks of heat here. You know? Don't we escape in the middle of winter to go find some
If
heat?
we were inside while it was hot, it might be different.
But yeah, like it's even hotter. Well, what's that?
Your Airbnb tonight, does it have AC?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
believe
it's-
so. Yeah, it's cool in
it's
here.
cool in here. Like the thing is, like we're a foot off the pavement. So like today we did like 20K, 30K, like right off the bat,
And it was 31.
and we're on freshly paved road.
Yeah. it
Yeah, and
was
the
super-
roads radiate a lot of heat. I mean, look at yesterday though. You came outside in the evening in bare feet when Aaron was here in the afternoon
Yeah.
to say goodbye, and you looked at me. She come up bare feet and just stood on the concrete sidewalks, not even on the blacktop. stood there and went, "No, dog's not going for a walk today. It's too goddamn hot for his
Yeah.
paws." So,
Oh yeah, super hot for the
right.
paws.
So you
Yeah.
can imagine sitting with your ass 6 inches off the asphalt, which is
Yes.
radiating heat.
Melt those hemorrhoids right off.
Well, I read a thing that said 87 degrees Fahrenheit, the pavement will be like 135.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
When
like
you can hear your wheels sticking to it, you know it's hot.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Hey. Oh yeah, heat repellent roads would be amazing.
Tell you what, Dave, I've been in my basement for 35 years working on retroactive birth control. You can go into your basement and work on heat repellent
Heat
roads.
repellent roads. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just put snow
Cooling
on them.
roads.
We'll just
Yeah,
put snow
cooling
on
roads.
them. That'll do it.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, guys, we'll let you run. Unless, Noel, you got more questions or
No, I forgot what I was going to say.
you're radioactive?
Good old Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Half timers.
Half-timers, yeah.
No, I just too many things on my brain. So you're going through Winnipeg next? Like through...
Yeah.
That's our next big city, yeah.
Yeah. Winnipeg is our next rest day. We try to do it about like every 7 days now. So Winnipeg is our next one. Then it'll be Thunder Bay. Then I think Sault Ste. Marie, then Ottawa. And then once we hit Ottawa, there's going to be a lot more rest days just because we're going to be staying at, we've never been out there. So we want to see the sights.
Well, certainly.
We want to see, Montreal, Quebec City, and all that stuff.
Play the tourist card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to end up staying in like an Airbnb or something so that we can put our bikes inside and then we'll just go and do like cabbing or buses or something.
Yeah.
A different form of transportation.
Yeah.
Something a little softer on the old ass. Gotcha.
Well, these guys are pretty soft on the butt. Like
Yeah.
we don't
Well,
have sore butts when we're done.
when we went into Banff, we actually did 50 kilometers extra
That day,
because the two campgrounds that we were going to stay at were closed. And Castle Junction is $400 a night. We're like, fuck that. We are just going to keep on biking into Banff. We ended up doing 110K.
$400, you could have got 2 hamburgers.
Yeah.
Well, it was like, okay, like your guys' shed in the backyard, it was $400 for that size of room.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, when you guys come cruising through Bruderheim, $125 a night in our shed. It's a good deal. And it's got a bunk. Like it's got a what are they? A loft.
A loft. Oh.
Yeah. We'll throw the air
A
mattress
loft
in a
for my
loft.
yoga.
Yeah.
So I can stand up in there.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you
Actually,
can.
the place we're in today, when we got in, we're like, oh, we got like an hour until Wade's thing starts. Let's go have a shower. I step in the shower. I hit my head on the ceiling.
Oh my gosh.
It sucks to be a freakishly tall idiot, doesn't it?
Right?
Yeah.
How tall are you, Lindsay?
I'm 5'8".
Oh, so I'm the short one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just be
You're
bathing in the
what,
toilet.
I used to be 5'10". I think I'm down to 5'8" now.
I think you're
No,
about
okay.
5'9".
Maybe 5'9".
Yeah, I think you're still a little taller than me.
Yeah.
It could
I've
be
lost a
that.
lot of height.
Yeah.
That's about all you've lost. Well, sanity too, maybe.
I never had that to begin with, so
Yeah.
Why on this program? Why did I invite Chris here? Here's my bitch.
It's your
I
fault.
go on a limb. I invite some people, promote your shit,
Yeah.
do your thing. Tell us how to get a hold of you. Tell us how to follow along on Instagram and Twitter and shit. And they fucking harass me.
Okay, well, since we're talking about that, you can follow us on Instagram at Because We Bike.
Because
So I don't know if you
we
want to
bike.
tap that in or whatever.
I don't know how you can do that.
I don't know how you do that either.
I can do it. I can do it.
Okay.
Because we.
All
I'm separating
one
the
word.
words. Yeah, I'm separating the words. So
Yeah, you can put them back
those that
together.
are hard of spelling,
Is there some place,
Here it
like if
is.
a person was interested in doing what you're doing, is there some place that they could rent a bike like yours for a day? Or is it a
For
strictly
a
for
day,
I don't
I
think I
don't
haven't seen
think
anybody.
so. Like you could go to a dealer like our guy and like tool around with them if you wanted to try a bunch of them, but he doesn't rent them for like a day.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive to be doing that. Like, but then you go down to Calgary and they do
There's
renting
also
of
a place in
e-bikes.
Leduc
So
that does it, Renew Cycle, and he let us take them for most of the day,
an hour or two.
a couple hours maybe, but
yeah.
and
I
you
was just
can
curious
tool
too.
around Leduc or whatever. So
Yeah,
So
but yeah, for the
something to
most
try
part, like
out.
we've only seen, how many have we seen on our trip? One.
one or two in
Yeah,
Calgary though.
yeah, and it's always in Calgary. We see them in Calgary. We haven't seen them anywhere
We haven't
else.
seen them anywhere else. So there are people out there with them. Like I know at least 3 people in Regina that have one.
But they're so rare that you don't see them.
Yeah.
So
No, if I was going to do something like that, I think I'd go with the 3-wheel electric scooter.
Well, you can get one of these electrified
well,
too.
just
So
get a spider. The three-wheel,
No, no, no,
three-wheel.
no. That's driving a car again. I'm talking
yeah.
about legit handicapped guy, old guy going to the mall
Oh,
on a
that's what you
scooter,
want. Oh,
tooling down the road
I
at
can beat
14
those
kilometers an
though.
hour. Do, 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 do.
Big mutter tires.
Big mutter tires.
So really, you want it to be George
Kick ass.
Costanza.
Yeah, George Costanza my way across Canada. Kick ass stereo that when I turn it up to 8, my batteries die.
Oh.
The lights start flashing.
Get
Yeah,
it solar,
exactly.
you can plug it into a current bush.
Yeah, solar, plug it into a current bush. Yeah. Haul my own diesel generator on a trailer behind me.
You could get one of those like solar shades.
See, Dave's in. I think Dave and I are going to do that.
Okay.
There's a couple in Lamont that have, if I was to take both your bikes and put one in front of the other and then put a bar.
Yes, a
behind it,
tandem.
Yeah, there's an elderly couple that drives a tandem in Lamont daily. They go all over.
Oh, nice.
Lindsay
We
wanted
actually
to do
wanted,
that.
well,
No,
I wanted
Lindsay
to do that.
wanted to do that.
So that I could knit while we're riding.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's what I said too. Like, fuck that. I'm not doing all the work here. Like, she'd probably be pedaling, but it's like she would be paying attention to nothing.
He just needs to steer.
Actually, when I
Like,
come to think
no.
of it, he takes the lead bike. Like he's in the front, this gentleman, and they're in their 70s, 80s maybe. But they both have
She could
pictures
totally
of-
knit.
She does do something on the back of that bike, and I don't know what.
Probably
That's
download
awesome.
porn.
You'll have to like take a picture of it next time you see her.
They're all over. Like you got to watch for them when you go into Lamont because they just have like the bicycle flags, the tall ones, and reflective.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we got on
Yeah,
ours
we
too.
have that too.
They're taller than I am.
But they
Those
swear by
flags.
it for physio for their hips. So
Absolutely. Yeah, it's super good for you. You don't have like the
It's less impact.
yeah, it's less impact. It is like I said, slower going uphill, but you just get there when you get there and
We've seen a lot of electric assist bikes all over,
On this trip,
especially
yeah.
especially in BC. There's a ton of them.
yeah,
In
for all the big hills and stuff.
out here, not so
Mhm.
much.
yeah, like you go into Nelson and the whole town is on a hill. So if you're gonna ride anywhere, you want electric assist.
Yeah, especially if you're getting older and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think they actually.
There was
do have
lots of
a-
young
what do you
people
call
like
it?
that too.
They have it for going up hills, and he takes it like they take it first in winter too, right until there's too much snow to travel. But they
That's
every
awesome.
day, every day. I'll have to get a picture of their bike.
Yeah.
I'll send
Don't
it
get
to
no
you.
ideas. Mustang's still better.
I don't want to.
You can still sit behind Wade in that.
You want to sit down, sit in the back seat and pedal? Well,
No.
there is no back seat, so you'll have to sit in
Oh,
the front seat and
okay.
just
So
look
he can
pretty
sit
and
behind
pedal.
you in your car then.
That was why I bought this cart. My grandkids, Emily's 11, Jack's 10. They can't even fit in the back seat.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. room
I
for a
would need to
person. That's
take
about
out
it.
the front seat to sit in the car, probably.
Actually, no. You'd fit in there just fine.
Because yeah, that's what I
Uh,
find with like most sports cars. If I sit in there, my knees are up against the dash,
Yeah, this one has
Jeeps
actually
too.
stretches out pretty good
or I'm hitting this head on the ceiling.
because I sat in a brand new BMW Z4. I was kind of toying with one of those, and I can't get in and out of them. There's not enough room in them,
Yeah,
and
the Crossfire. I remember sitting in that,
yeah.
and yeah, I'm sitting in there, and if I go and try to look to the side, there's no window there. The window is over here, ahead of me, not beside me. Like I'm sitting back behind the door.
Yeah, too
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
It's such a small car. I'm sure it'd be fun to drive, but it's still small.
He'll be like that guy in the fort that has the little sports car with the roof down all the time, and he's like this much taller than the top window, and he just
Yeah,
drives
he's
around.
Mazda Miata. The guy's
Oh my
6'8"
God.
or 6'9". Can't drive it with the roof down.
He loves that car, but he
Yeah.
won't part with it. He just
We,
drives around.
Oh my God.
we have a friend who owns an MG. Yeah, I think it's an MG. And it's a convertible. And I've never seen him drive it with the top up. He's same height as me.
Yeah, he's 6'4" as well.
And yeah, he can't have the top up because otherwise his head is like sticking into it.
What's the guy's name in Lamont? I forget his name now. He has a Ural. They're a Russian motorcycle, 2-wheel
Oh,
drive
okay.
with a sidecar, and he rides it year round. Minus
Oh,
40
cool.
blizzard.
Wow.
He's on the highway.
Well, if he's
Not
got
me,
good
man.
heat coming out of it and a good windscreen,
He has a
Like, why not?
windscreen, but they don't produce any heat.
no,
Not in that cold weather. Your engine doesn't get that hot.
I don't know. I've been told I'm a bad passenger on motorcycles, so I don't ride
He
them.
moves too much.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's that?
He's like,
Yeah.
smack him.
I'm such a good passenger. People forget I'm on the back of the bike. So, yeah.
That's not true. I always knew you were on the back of my bike by the screams. You're going too fast. You can't take this corner this fast. Pull over, my hips hurt.
I've never wrapping my hips, my arms and stuff around you when we had just the one bike. That was a bitch. That was a total bitch. Trying to hang on for dear life.
Oh, on the Sportster, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm never doing that again. But the Ultra Glide, I used to fall asleep on the back.
Yeah.
He was going to Velcro my jacket to his.
Oh, yeah. Big touring bike. And I should have spent the extra. Well, it was a Harley, so what would it be? $38,000 for the two armrests in the back.
Yeah.
They fold
So
down
she'd
off
be
the
locked
trunk.
So she's
Put her arms in, and she's locked in.
caged
Exactly.
in. Yeah.
So fall asleep and tilt over. Oh, just lean the bike this way a little bit, and we're back on the road.
Yeah.
It was like the old school cars that used to rock and roll you and stuff. As soon as you got in them, it's like halfway to wherever you're going. You're like, I need a nap, right?
Well,
We
Lindsay
just-
used to do that coming back from her dad's place in
Oh,
Pigeon
yeah.
Lake.
Fall asleep 5 minutes out and
And then
wake up a block away from home.
Like that was
Yeah.
fast.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, thanks for the company.
That's when I
You
turned
knew
to
where
look
you
at
were
it and go,
going.
good talk, good talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you
Can't do that now, that's for
you
sure.
end the conversation when you see her. You always see the pastor wake up and they have that, where the fuck are we look on? You
Yeah.
just continue on as if you were having a conversation. So that's when the dog came.
Lindsay never had that look. She knew, like,
I
it's
just
like
knew
there's
right
like
away.
a specific bump that would get hit in the road, and she'd be like,
Are you still blaming the bump in the road, are you, Chris?
yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like,
Yeah, it's
Something
just
on
off
the
the
road.
Yellowhead and
yeah, on
up
Victoria Street.
Victoria.
Oh, they paved that now, so you're screwed.
Damn.
Yeah.
We won't be going that way anytime soon.
Have to
Anyways.
be
No.
getting back to the Swatner, Chris. Well, guys, we're gonna let you run again
Sounds good.
because
Sounds
we bite.
good. Good to see you both.
Because we bike at Twitter, because we bike at
No, because we bike
Instagram.
on Instagram, and then
Instagram.
there's links on there that you can follow us elsewhere
There you
as
go.
well.
Yeah,
Perfect.
which aren't updated, but the Instagram one
The
is. The
Instagram
Instagram
is for sure.
updated
Yeah.
every day, 2 or 3 times a day.
Cool.
But yeah, YouTube is not, just because it's such a pain in the ass to update it while we're riding.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, let's keep in touch and let's get you back on here in a couple weeks, see where you're at, and see if
Yeah.
you killed each other yet or
Yeah.
whatever.
We'll see if we have Wi-Fi in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll really depend on where we're at on a Friday. So we'll let you know.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
the north of Lake Superior apparently has no internet, pretty much, or not, no cell service, other than in towns, like specifically
Yeah.
in towns. So if we're camping, we probably won't have any service.
Not
So-
a
You
worry.
have to take pictures and then upload them all when you get to where you're getting.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, we did that on Highway 93 in BC because there was no service from Radium to the top of the pass. So
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah,
of
104
it's kind of
kilometers.
neat that we can follow you along, and it's like, wow, look how far they went today, and look how far they went. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then we know.
yeah, and you can
Saw
see all
one-
that on our Instagram too.
Yeah, I
so.
saw one there on the Facebook where you guys only went 41 kilometers in the one day.
There was
I thought-
one where we only did 26
I thought, why
because
did
it
you
was
go back
all
that far?
uphill.
Oh, what the hell? How lazy are you?
Well,
Yeah, right.
Jesus.
Banff to Canmore, that was, I think, 30 kilometers.
37, I think.
And it's like, we left at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Hmm.
We're like, we went and toured around Banff. We went to Sulphur.
Weren't you guys just in Banff like 2 weeks prior?
Yeah, but we
Yeah, but we
needed
didn't
to
do
see.
anything.
We just
went-
hung out
went
with
to the
you.
ice field, yeah. Yeah, we went to the
What
ice
else
field
is there to
that
see
day.
in Banff? You saw me.
There's
What
I
else
didn't
is there?
tell you. I don't know.
there's an awesome golf course there, but it was going to cost me like $300 to go do that
Yeah.
course. So
You know
it's
what?
like,
When I did that golf course 5-6 years ago, cost us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
lucky.
March. The course was still covered in snow. We were out taking pictures of the frozen waterfalls. We found some golf balls in the snow. It was cool. Some deer and some elk on the golf course in the snow.
Oh wow.
Nice. Yeah, no, I think it was like $270 for the round, and it was going to cost me like $75 for
Yeah.
renting clubs.
Yeah, it was the cheapest round of golf I never paid for.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't golf either, so
You should try disc golf. Doesn't cost you anything either. But
Yeah, but
he
gotta
still
screw
needs
up
his shoulder.
I'd probably throw out a disc on top of my shoulders doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, no
You'd
arms,
fuck
and now he's crippled.
Yeah,
What's that?
you'd fuck something up.
Oh, you know me.
Yeah, I do.
His reputation precedes him.
Yeah. Oh, the wind's blowing.
Maybe your shoulders and all that would be a lot better if you hadn't thrown so many boxes working for UPS.
Might have something to do with it.
Maybe.
Oh, bright lights.
There you go.
Oh no, turn it back off, man. I don't want to
Just
see Chris.
getting dark.
Yeah.
Is it really? It's still bright out here.
Yeah,
Well, you guys are
Well,
further north.
I
Yeah.
think if we would open the
lot
curtains, it would be
further north,
better.
actually.
I'm actually
Yeah,
in the kitchen.
we haven't turned on
behind
any lights here.
All the curtains closed and drawn blinds and everything else, and that's just the straight up sun behind me in our living room window still.
That's crazy.
Well, I have an aunt that's been posting pictures of like at 11:30 at night, and it's
Still bright out.
brighter than it is here.
Yeah,
It's like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
They live in northern Alberta out by Peace River, and it's crazy how.
Yeah, when I was up in Hay River and Yellowknife, the sun
never
it would barely even go down in the summer.
Yeah,
You know, it just you could see it going around the edge of the earth that way.
yeah. That's when you.
And
have
in
the black
winter?
curtains and-
Winter was black all
Yeah,
year long, or all
Well, I
winter
don't know
long, I
if
guess.
you remember, like going to work at 4 o'clock in the morning. When I used to work at Costco, I was leaving at 3, quarter to 3 a.m. So I would hit the highway, and the sun was already coming up again. You could see it. It just set over there, and it's coming back up over here, and
Mhm.
It was so bizarre to
That'd be
see.
kind of cool to see, but I wouldn't want to like experience it a lot.
I did for 26 bloody years.
That's called burning the candle at both ends, literally.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
And then you just sleep all winter. Now you see why like bears hibernate up there.
Oh yeah.
Like it's easy. It's dark.
Yeah, I used to go through mole syndrome all the time because it was dark when you went to work and it was dark when you got off shift and you come home and it's dark some more and it was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I don't need dark. I go to work. Like I say, I get up at 5, go to work at 6. I'm home by noon, 1 o'clock. Fuck around on the internet for an hour.
Easy peasy.
Go sit in my armchair, turn the TV on, get up, eat
Yeah.
supper, 10 o'clock at night. So, and that's summer.
Man, you must be a grandpa.
Oh, yeah. Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah.
4 times. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Grandpas seem to do that. It's like, oh,
No, these chairs are really bad for that.
Yeah,
They're
these
the
chairs
plush-
just
plush recliner
big
rockers,
plush. Yeah.
and they hug you. It feels like a big comforter, and you're like out cold. If you got a chill and you throw the heated blanket on, you're good for the night. You're never coming out.
Oh, yeah.
start going and
I think-
buying your furniture from IKEA then.
For me, everywhere with a heated blanket, I'm out for the night.
There you go. Except right now. Now
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little time for that now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, guys. Thanks for
Alrighty.
joining. We'll see you in a
Yeah,
couple
no
weeks.
problem.
Thanks for having us.
inviting us.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Thank you. We will.
We'll talk soon.
Yeah.
You bet.
Hopefully by then, you get Doe a microphone.
We'll work on that. She has to do some chores around the house to earn it.
She needs to work.
She's
squat.
earning it.
Don't turn this off, Chris. Don't leave me alone, please. She's gonna kill me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bye-bye.
Plunk. That was good seeing them again.
Yeah, it is. I'm
Right.
really surprised they've gone as far as they have. That's amazing.
Yeah, no kidding. They've long ways in a very short period. It's really cool. The one bitch I had for this week that I want to bring up is that
Me?
fucking free flow lane. Do these people not know what a fucking free flow sign is? Don't goddamn stop. I'm barrel assing down a hill in a rig, and you're fucking hammering on the binders. There's no fucking pedestrians around. Just go. That's why the lane is there. It's clear. You just around the corner and you're gone. No, I gotta stop and inspect shit and look at the weeds. And
Think about
fucking
it.
people are stupid.
Was that 50th Street in Manning?
Yes, ma'am.
That one never has changed. That
No, I know.
used to piss me off when I drive it every day.
Yeah,
It's like
I
every
just
day somebody was going to die. I was going to kill somebody. And I'm so glad I don't have to do that one anymore.
I just hate it. I just hate it.
What I hate is these a-holes that are running down the secondary roads onto the highway. And they barely even stopping.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
barely even stopping. And it doesn't matter if it's a secondary highway or a gravel road. Today on my way home, buddy locked him up on 202 coming off the gravel onto 15. And he slid probably half of his truck onto 15 before his brakes engaged. Why the hell are you going that fast on a gravel road to begin with? It's beyond me. And why would you do it knowing that you're coming up to a highway?
That sounds like a Woodman maneuver.
He just about got himself a semi up the side.
Yeah. Oh, this is brutal. Well, on that note, I think we'll call it an evening. We've been on air now for over an hour.
Dave went away.
I don't know if Dave went away or if he's still here. Dave, you still here? Dave? No, he must be gone.
Must be gone.
That's okay. For those of you that are watching, thanks for joining us. I'll see you in the kitchen in 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
Okay. For those of you that have been watching, thanks for joining us. Follow Chris and Lindsay along their journey because we bike on Instagram. It was great. Thank you guys for the chat. That was a lot of fun, guys. And I appreciate you guys joining us. I look forward to doing it again with you. That's another Friday edition of Bitch Day. Not a lot to bitch about. Pretty good damn week. It was all pretty good. But we'll see you next Friday. Have a good night, kids.